Esker recently went through the process of reassessing what we offer our customers and what makes us unique. The world has changed quite a bit recently, and so have we as a company. So we wanted to clarify what it is exactly we do. We want to identify the value we bring to our customers and make sure it aligns with our core values, and then ultimately find a way to clearly share that message with others. I'm Scott Leahy, and this is Season 2 of Esker On Air. Today we're going to be talking with Jean-Michel Berard about that process and what we found. Jean-Michel is Esker's CEO, and he founded the company in 1985, and he's responsible for defining and executing Esker's business strategy with the board of directors. Hi, Jean-Michel. Welcome to the podcast. Now, I know at the end of last year you spoke with some of Esker's customers, partners, employees, investors, former customers. What did you learn?
Indeed, we conducted over 20 interviews worldwide to help us prepare for the future, and three main themes came up repeatedly. First, our technology not only brings efficiency to companies, but it also creates a sense of well-being in the work. And our customers like the fact that our solution allow their customers and suppliers to send their business document the way they want and the way they prefer. It can be paper, PDF, EDI, Excel file, you name it. And another point frequently mentioned was that Esker solution is the relationship between suppliers and customers, and it creates a sense of trust between them. And also the importance of growth, and I would extrapolate to the positive sum growth.
You mentioned positive sum growth. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Positive sum growth is the exact opposite of zero-sum growth. Zero-sum growth means that most of the growth happens at the expense of a third party, which means the customers, the suppliers, the employees, or even the planet. So positive sum growth not only serves the company, but also all the stakeholders involved. The customers, the employees, the suppliers, and even the community in which the business operates. Obviously, it's expensive and counterproductive to leave a customer dissatisfied. But it's also costly to change the supplier too often or to face a large staff turnover. It is proven that companies operating inside a tight ecosystem are more resilient, and this is particularly true during times of crisis such as these. Positive sum growth means giving customers the best experience for ordering or paying invoices, creating attractive, intelligent jobs by removing tedious tasks, giving the employee a sense of meaning as it relates to their job, treating suppliers fairly and building trust with them by giving them more choice and more transparency. Positive sum growth means growing inside a strong and tight ecosystem that will help companies to go through crises and difficult times.
And what do you think are the biggest challenges our industry will face in the next few years?
Well, the answer is quite easy. It's uncertainty around pandemics, uncertainty around the economic recovery that should happen afterward, uncertainty about the digital transformation, uncertainty regarding the new way of working. Do we know how the staff is willing to work differently? They want to be in the office, but also working from home. Maybe their home may be relocated far away from the office. We don't know exactly what they are going to what the way of working is going to be. We are also obviously seeing an increased digital transformation throughout organization, and it has been accelerated by the pandemics. And more than ever, companies must build a stronger relationship across their ecosystem if they want to weather these turbulent times, if they want to survive.
What do you mean exactly by stronger relationships across their ecosystems?
Well, another key words there is like resilience or anti-fragility. The COVID-19 health crisis has underscored the independence of supply chain. A high level of solidarity is needed by companies with their suppliers and employees if they want to navigate safely through a big crisis. A company serves not only its shareholders, but all its stakeholders, employee, customers, suppliers, local community, the environment as a whole, and society as a even bigger world. More than ever, companies are part of an ecosystem. This need for solidarity is neither moral or ethical. It is necessary for the survival of all the organization. And Esker solution and technology can play a major role in this.
Could you give us an example maybe of solidarity within ecosystems?
Well, solidarity to a business ecosystem means doing everything in your power to avoid the business failure of your partners who are in financial difficulties. The tire manufacturer, for example, Michelin, did just that. Michelin continued to buy natural rubber from thousands of suppliers despite the market and price being in a free fall. By doing so, Michelin guaranteed revenue to its suppliers and strengthened relationship with them ahead of the coming economic rebound. Esker has done something similar. Some of our customers in the travel and transportation industry have faced major economic impacts over the last years. We have helped companies like MSC Cruise and AirAsia by reassessing our billing and spreading out their monthly billing payment over time to help them get through this tough period.
Now, what does it mean for our customers using our solutions?
We have the best cloud platform to automate the cash conversion cycle. And our technology helps make a vast difference in the finance and customer service sector. By improving payment term, for example. Here's another example of how Esker Cloud Platform improved productivity across the entire value chain. With 3,000 suppliers and 1 million invoices per year, received in 5 different locations, La Paire, a French customer, was missing the payment term for 30% of the supplier invoices. It translates into many block orders, sold out, or late delivery from the suppliers. Now with Esker in place, they meet the deadline and they can focus their time to better manage the credit notes. Another example, for example, Viega. Prior to Esker, Viega's employees had an extremely stressful work experience because they knew that they would be facing a mountain of work when returning to the office on Monday morning. They had to deal with a mountain of accumulated invoice to file manually. Now with the right solution in place, a great UX, an actionable KPI to help them make a good decision, we have changed the entire team dynamic, reduced stress level, and brought efficiency to a whole new level.
Can you talk about business networks and what some of our competitors are doing?
Yeah, we do not adhere to the big buyers versus small suppliers ethos. Some competitors' platforms tend to have a feudal approach where all the happy work is offloaded onto the suppliers who are obliged to key in manually all the details of the invoice on their supplier portal. A perfect example of zero-sum growth. Why offloading the dirty work on the shoulders your suppliers when artificial intelligence and other algorithms can make the job?
How has Esker helped with remote work and business continuity?
The pandemic has revealed weaknesses in some companies when it comes to enabling employees to work remotely. Domingo Alonso, an auto equipment supplier, a Spanish one, was unable to pay its suppliers as all invoicing was done via paper and the post office was barely functioning. Almost overnight, the company found itself inside a vicious cycle. Suppliers could no longer deliver. The company could no longer deliver to its own customers, and customers were unable to receive their orders. Esker helped them overcome the challenging situation by automating AP and providing them with a portal to receive all the supplier invoices. Being more responsive when taking orders from customers and being able to absorb peak. That's another example. Vaya, it's an American-made device company. They do orders for artificial respirators, this type of goods that everybody needs. So previously they had sold equipment through resellers, but all of a sudden orders were flowing in from hospitals. Normally they have about $80 million of orders per month, but this time their open order jumped to over $1 billion. They received 400 million orders from the CDC. Hospitals in New York were rush ordering large amounts of products. While Vaya normally sells to distributors, they had to address hospital orders first and give them a clear overview allowing them to pull those orders out of the queue and process them first. Via hired 10 temps, family connection, teachers, hotel workers, retirees, etc. to help with order volume. It took about 1 day to train them, all remotely, and by day 2, they were able to enter orders through Esker. Our technology in this case really made a big difference. It truly reflects when process meets progress. I strongly believe that we have built the best platform to help companies and their ecosystem.
And what do you think makes our platform unique?
First and foremost, the scope. We span the entire cash conversion cycle from P2P to order to cash. This in itself is quite unique and a huge advantage. Our platform has been cloud-based since 2005, and it gives Esker over 15 years of SaaS experience. That's another one. We offer user experience that rivals anything offered by the leading B2C technology companies, and we have a great user interface continuously improving sprint after sprint. Our multiple ERP strategy help many organizations bring process automation to a new level. One interface, multi-ERP, standardized process flow, the vital ingredient to help you grow, merge, or acquire companies. Esker is also an artificial intelligence pioneer, with development in this field since the year 2007, with the auto-learning and teaching. In 2016, we started working on neural network, leveraging labeled data accumulated from the million of documents processed in our platform for over more than a decade. And there are so many interesting developments still to come, so stay tuned to see what the future brings. But last year, for example, we had this auto-coding, guessing the GL account, guessing the cost center based on the content of the invoice.
So what is Esker's mission and vision?
Positive sum growth cannot be achieved without an harmonious and mutually beneficial business ecosystem. So Esker is a global cloud platform built to unlock strategic benefits to add value to all accounting, finance, and customer service functions. Esker strengthens collaboration between companies by automating the cash conversion cycle.
So what is Esker's why? Why are we doing what we are doing?
I think we are doing all this because we want to build the foundation to make businesses more resilient by promoting positive sum growth for all stakeholders, the companies, the employees, their customers, their suppliers, even the planet. This is what I call the harmonious and mutually beneficial business ecosystem. And we are doing this with our cloud platform by automating finance and customer service processes. We are working to eliminate tedious and time-consuming tasks from business processes, as you know. It has been the case for the last 20 years now. Esker has always developed solutions that add real value to finance and customer service functions.
Jean-Michel, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today and sharing with us. It's clear that as we all move forward, we need to define success in ways that promote relationships and long-term value for all involved. Thank you for our listeners for joining us. If you're looking for more information on digital transformation in your business processes, you can always find us at esker.com. Until then, stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you next time.